Wow. Oh dear. I think I'm here. Hopefully someone will clarify how the sound is doing, etc., etc. Are we doing good, people? Believe it or not, things are better here than they might seem. Oh, I've got to adjust this. Just got to adjust the old. There we go. Oh dear, what's going on with the lens today? There you go. That'll do fine. Ah. What happened? Hey? Various things, actually. Fundamentally, though, I wasn't sort of in the physical world any time recently because, yeah, anyone guess where I've been? Anyone that's here? By the way, welcome, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, or Periscope. And there is another one that I seem to keep remembering, usually, but today forgetting. Hello, Diva Dwarf. Sound loud? Really? Do I sound loud? Is that better, or is it loud with an issue such as an echo or something like that? Do tell me, and then we will try and adjust. But right now, that's the last thing we need is a problem with the sound, because it's been a bit of a task for me to be here. Even though it's a little bit later than usual, everyone. It still is Friday, the 13th of September 2019, as I broadcast this. Yeah, usually we're on at approximately 11 minutes past 11 p.m. UK time, but it's a little later, as I say. It's pretty much 5 minutes to the hour of midnight, and I know you've all tuned in because not just because of the date, but also because you're waiting to see if I do turn into a pumpkin, etc., etc. Right, Mars, hey? You've certainly lost me there, Diva Dwarf, that's for sure. But thanks for joining us up there in Halifax in England. Who else is here? We'll find out shortly. Claire says, evening, Martin. More like a late night, dear. I know it's Friday night locally here as we broadcast. I have to keep saying that because a lot of people watching the replay on a Wednesday afternoon during their lunch in Wellington, New Zealand. Who knows? Could be anywhere. That's the thing about broadcasting live across the interwebble. Yeah, we do have to be mindful sometimes that it's not evening time, and it could be breakfast time, and someone watching from Australasia. And as I say, who knows? Anyhow, what happened very simply was Martin decided to shut his eyes for a little while earlier in the evening here, and I said to myself, I better set an alarm. I'm possibly not going to wake on time for this broadcast. And I tell you what, the more we do this, and it actually technically is what I'm about to say, the more I do this, the more obviously it is work, and we all enjoy this. The difference is, of course, that this is work and something I enjoy, you enjoy, we all have fun, and of course we're thankful for that, because a lot of people are just working their day job, stacking the shelves at the local grocery store, only to just make sure that their bills are paid, that sort of thing. And it's not something that I would say the majority of people that you meet working in a grocery store, supermarket, have actually set their sights on doing all their life. It just is something to help them out in the immediate future until they find the opportunity of what they really truly want to be doing. I forgot my phone was on full volume. Did you now? Right, so don't forget when it's also on mute. Just saying. So many have yes, right. How Martin is, as you can hear, surprisingly energetic, considering I'm surprised, I'm surprised I'm not a little bit croaky actually, because I didn't wake up until a short time ago. I definitely needed that rest, because otherwise I wouldn't have had to close my eyes for a short time. There was something not quite right. I was feeling, I don't know, very fast I became tired, and I thought, no, if I don't do this now, I might regret not having a rest. And I'm glad now. I feel like I should be partying until 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning. Well, yes, but I won't be doing that. The option is there, but I shan't be doing that. And instead, I'm here, everyone, because of course I'm very mindful that a lot of people are probably thinking, where is he? Particularly, dare I say, Claire, who's watching at the moment. Hello, Claire, again. We haven't forgotten. Oh, I just realised actually, Claire will be saying hello to you indirectly soon, everyone. Well, she's already said hello directly here on YouTube, which is good. Again, the technologies were just playing up, but the difference is that right now I know exactly what's going on, so I can quickly bring the chat back. So bear with me. Just lost the last couple of comments if you've left any anywhere other than Twitter. Very frustrating to have to keep telling you that, everyone, but I am working on that problem, and with all the other things that I'm dealing with here, we have to deal, as I said on the previous broadcasts, with one thing at a time. Ms. Christ, hello to you. That's on Periscope. We're being joined there by Ms. Christ. Who else is on Periscope that hasn't said hello yet? If you're on Periscope, always, please, if you don't mind, just press that screen gently round about there, and then the hearts will appear. No hearts at the moment. A little bit disappointing, because the hearts obviously tell us that you're enjoying what you're watching. They also tell me that the technology is working. So if you wouldn't mind, Rose, anyone else, just to tap your screen gently, even if it's once, just to make sure, as I say, that everything is in order. Hello, YouTube watchers, says Rose Dieverdorf. Yes, indeed. Hello to them. It was slightly concerning that you weren't on at 11. I know, Claire. I know, and thank you for that, because a lot of people, when it's not on time, and as I've said, after we returned, we were off for about 3 months, and started broadcasting again recently. What was it? Maybe 2 weeks ago, getting on for 3 now. And I did say to people, we're going to do all we can to be here at 11:11 p.m. BST, British Summer Time, UK time. But there will be plenty of times in the future when I'm not going to be here, which is why this daily broadcast, when I say it's too much, it will be reduced at some point to no less than 2 broadcasts like this a week, and we've got to decide when that's going to be in going forward, particularly when I get busier. But right now, as much as I can, I'm committing to this, because a lot of people are also committing themselves to watching it, and it does get I use the A word carefully, but for a lot of people I know it gets addictive, and just great, because it is a regular community. It's where people know they are all welcome and can have a bit of a fun time. But again, remember, it might be 11:11 p.m. when we're broadcasting here on this side of the planet, but somewhere else it could be, for example, in Bulgaria, it would be 2 hours later. Whilst in the United States of America, it's between 5 and 8 hours behind. So there you have it. Evening, Martin. Creelman's here as well. Hello to you. Our hearts, they are. Thank you. But it took, do you know something? I went off of those because they still weren't appearing. And I guess what happened was, the subject I went off of. And of course, when you press the hearts, after I'd asked for them and requested them, and I guess you started sending them. But again, as we Periscope, the time you receive the message and everything, it's like another good 30 seconds, maybe more, often is. And so, thank you for that. You stop now. Yes, that's good. The test is over, huh? I hope your fingers not worn out just yet. Do you know, one of the reasons I was additionally delayed here, everyone, is because I want to bring to you some audio. Did you cut your face? Here. Yes, I didn't cut my face. No, I think that was more a zit that was sort of happening, and what with itching it and everything, it look. Do you know, it looks? I just realised how bad that looks actually. Yeah. Oh dear. Never mind, eh? We'll have to proceed. And thank you for reminding me about that, though. But oh dear. It will be dealt with, I guess, while very shortly, if I can, so I'll grab myself a tissue and see. Indeed, it may have a little bit of. Oh dear, have we torn the skin a bit there? Possibly, I don't know. Maybe it was in my sleep when I was sleeping. I don't know. Yeah, but all is good though. It's no pain. Hasten to add. The only pain is when I had to wake up and I'm sure there's something I should be doing. A mental pain there, again, when I realised that we were going to be late. By the way, everyone, we have been broadcasting since yesterday on this one, even though it's been a short broadcast so far, because it's past midnight. It's now Saturday, the 14th of September. It's amazing how time flies, isn't it? Yeah, so we're broadcasting now from the future, if you are watching in the North American continent or South America. Definitely. Tell them it's a battle scar. Well, I didn't want to really reveal that to people, because then they'll be wondering and understandably concerned about what the battles are. And I'll tell you something. While we're on that subject, that straight away takes my mind to some, certainly, I would say, mental battles that have been taking place for the last well, I was going to say 12 months, but technically I'd say for the times that by 5. But certainly more recently, there are things that we'll be discussing, hopefully before the end of 2019. Can't discuss at the moment due to Her Majesty's laws in the land. Should we put it like that? Yeah, nothing terrible, nothing. Just things that everyday people have to deal with in everyday life, and to some degrees, it's sadness when we have to think of such topics, because it's all to do with. Well, actually, it's to do with the fact that we should all be getting on as a race, you know, in one way or the other, however close we are with one another or not, friends, more or less, you know. And funny, you should mention battle scars. You see, that's probably where the small link to what I've waffled on about now for the last few seconds is. But thank you anyway, there, Krillman, for being there, as I say. Oh, it's okay. Was worried, said Diva Dwarf. What else have we got? I'm watching YouTube through the TV. Yes, Claire Guppy. So I'm actually on television now, am I? Is that what it is now? We've progressed and we've been promoted, not just on your second screen there, but we are actually. This is one good reason you've highlighted why we should be on all the different platforms. Certainly some people, you know, they have their little dingle dongle widgets, yeah, whether it's a Fire Stick or Chrome Stick on their TV, or they just have a smart TV, and as well as flicking through the channels like we used to do on the old remote control like that, you know, and the old thumb was, it was more a case, one of these was more on the thumb, you know, with all the pressing the buttons, and it's a very sore thumb you had. So yeah, now we can be whichever screen you want us to be on. It's pretty cool, really. I mean, some people, let's face it, they'll be on the Kazi watching on their other smaller device, but who knows, it could even be a 50-inch television in that part of their abode, depending on where it is, particularly if it's in the Hollywood Hills. Just saying. I know we stoop so low sometimes, but so do those who are in the bathroom. Anyhow, where's the old ding dong going? I think this is the thing as well. When you're on here, all these messages that are coming in generally in the public domain, again on the various broadcasting platforms, and then I have private messages from friends who are also watching. Very difficult to keep up with, and I'm very tempted to see what that's all about in just a moment. I will, but again, I can't switch from one thing to the other without them missing comments on, well, say Periscope, or, you know, on YouTube or any other platform for that matter. Well, it's pretty impressive, as I can watch the live stream and I can comment. Yes, exactly. So you've got one screen there watching. That's what you're doing there has now been termed over the recent years as second screen interaction. So yeah, the main screen being your television if you're watching something, and then usually if there's a hashtag associated with a television program, let's say for example it's X Factor, then that hashtag you put it into your mobile digital device, usually on Twitter, and see everyone chatting. The great thing about that is in real time, you know, particularly if you are there on your own, you know, you might be on your own, your other half might be at work, for example, or sleeping at a hard day's work. You might just be a single person for one reason or another, and you don't have to feel like that. You can feel part of the action and the community that's watching that TV show. That's what's awesome, everyone. It really is. Again, let us know, particularly if you're watching on Facebook, if you're to comment please, and if you are watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Periscope. They're the main platforms that we're looking at the chat hour on at the moment. And yeah, I better get on with things here because I've waffled now plenty. And if you've just joined us, there's a reminder of who's waffling. But there was a couple of things we needed to do. Of course, as always, I will just remind people that I do have the regular cup. Again, I'd rather a cup with a handle, a little mug or something. But the thing about this is you definitely have more volume. And again, it's hot chocolate. And I definitely need that hot chocolate. Oh, and guess what? And Claire will know about this. While I was out today, look at that. Oh my goodness me. And these, I'll tell you something, everyone. We've spoken about this plenty in the past, and I know Brenda, who's not here at the moment, she loves a good old Jaffa cake these days. Oh, does she? And certainly does Jeff. And Brenda and Jeff, they've checked them out, but I don't think they've checked out these ones yet. The lime ones, as you saw, lemon and lime. They were originally a limited edition, and on shelves here on the grocery store supermarket shelves. But these are they're very good. They're my favourite now. These have overtaken my preference to the regular Jaffa Cake flavours, orange tangy flavour. But these are really good, these ones. And the ones that we're missing, and I hope they're going to bring back, there we go, chocolate everywhere. The ones we're going to be missing still for a while, I think, are blackberry, or is it blackcurrant? One of the two. But they were so delish, I can't tell you. They were fantabulous, everyone. Where's Brenda tonight? I think she's working her second job there, Claire. And actually, I wonder if she'll join us. If we stay on here long enough, she'll definitely join us, I'm sure, from the Buckeye state that is Ohio in the United States of America. But yeah, I'm not sure where Patty is either. She joins regular. And Mary from London, what's happened to you? I think Mary's partying, although she's actually down in Devon the last time we were speaking with her. She's on a holiday vacation. So I think, and she was mentioning a friend of hers in a band, wasn't she? So maybe she's probably out there watching some live music, and who knows, maybe being a bit of a karaoke queen tonight, as it's a Friday night while we're broadcasting, you understand. No, it's not. There you are. You see, the fraudulent mistake there, it's actually Saturday morning, technically, because it's like 9 minutes after midnight. Goodness me, everyone. Have we only got 2 minutes left before we leave the broadcast? Or should we stay here longer? And should I certainly earn my pennies and not skedaddle out of here? That's the question. Cake or biscuit? Yeah, absolutely. And that question was from, I think, Krellman. Let's just double check that. Yes, it was. Not tired of them yet. No, I'm not tired of them yet, Krellman. My Friday the 13th was not great. Work on online business where all of our printers died. Is that right? Well, hopefully it's all back. You should have spoken to the man here where I work from time to time at On Call Media, Mr. Adam Roberts. Yeah, and by the way, if you're wondering where he is, people, there was a little video with him on our previous broadcast about 24 hours ago. I do believe. I think it was that one, not the one prior to that. But he's doing good. He's just a very busy man at the moment. And as it's Friday night, he's out there on the sherry, I think, only slightly because, but he's DJing, you see. And no matter how much he says, can't be on the sherry while I'm spinning those discs, you know, all his wonderful fans out there end up piling all those bottles of beer onto him, you know, and he ends up, I don't know how he manages not to crawl out that place or when he's had a good night DJing. But anyway, I think he's enjoying himself anyway. Where's we've still got that? Oh no, hang on a second. Yeah, right, okay, yes. Anyway, Jaffa, was this Jaffa Care? What? Or was it cake? Sorry, cake. What? Oh, Bob Deaton, not Bob Deaton. Hello, Bob. How you doing, Bob? Are you bouncing around in the water at this hour? Is that a swimming pool or in the ocean? Let us know, please. Dark Blue 038 has joined us. All these new people. Don't forget to follow as well, everyone. If you're on Periscope, that's simple. That's the two things, the up arrow, and then you can share us out if you press the up arrow at the bottom of your screen. Do share this out because everyone should know about these broadcasts and come and be a part of the community that you've now discovered. But if you press the three dots at the bottom of your screen on Periscope, there's an option there to follow me. Then you won't miss a thing because you receive a notification every time we go live. And see, a lot of people like this, the regular broadcast, but a lot of people also love when I'm out and about, the travelling, showing you, particularly when I'm in London, the odd sight and sound of the city there. Some people like both. Where are we? This is interesting. All the comments have stopped there on YouTube at the moment, eh? That's Sherry is a dark path. Says Krellman. Do you reckon what you think it should be something else such as port, for example? Got to say I love both. I do love both. Isn't it fascinating, as someone was saying recently though, that all the sherries in the world, they're pretty affordable, you know, even the top end ones. But whereas if you take wine, for example, at the top end, you're paying hundreds, maybe thousands a bottle. Of dollars or UK pounds or euros for that matter, or Australian dollars as well, not to be confused with the US dollars and Canadian dollars and the pop group dollar as well. Anyway, where are we next? Oh yes, of course, I've got to have a good old munch. See, too much chocolate, so the trouble is though, then it's too much sugar with these. They're standing by as well. The old dead fly shortcake fruit biscuit things. We do like those, yeah, for those that haven't been following recently or any time for the matter, there you go. Dead fly cookies, biscuits. They are, of course, yeah, raisins somewhere in there. But yeah, Very good, lovely. And that one there, it's been subjected to my hot chocolate. Lovely. Was feeding, so I'm very hungry. You're still there, Claire. Where's, was feeding, were you? You were feeding a hungry cat. Excellent. Fantastic. I'm assuming that's not your cat, because as far as I'm aware, Claire, you don't own a cat. Right, you know what, everyone? What I was trying to do, and again, I've gone on to sort of side issues and chatter without fully going into what I was trying to say earlier on, which is that one of the reasons I was delayed here is because I was trying to prepare something and technically it's not going to work. It's something I wanted to play you. It's only audio, so what we're going to have to do, rather than playing it direct and it sounding absolutely perfect here, I'm going to have to play it off of my mobile digital device, and that means it'll be clear. It just will sound like someone playing you the telephone down the line and on air, wherever we happen to be broadcasting to you at the moment, whichever platform you're watching from, I mean. So it's a topic that kind of bugged me, and well, you'll have a listen in a moment. It was a topic I heard on the radio today, and it was at the beginning of the programme. The presenter was giving out, as they do, a handful of topics, of which you then call in about. It's a talk radio station here in London, and I've listened to it for a long time, talk-based radio. It's always good because you never know what's going to happen on there, certainly when the callers ring up and give their view. But the presenter was laying down the line as to what he felt on a certain topic, and I'm like, are you serious? I'd like to get your view, and we can have a little discussion here really shortly, after I've had a look at the chat and also after you've seen something else. I do own a